So, dear learners, after going through the economic analysis, I'll be discussing on industry analysis. So, let us understand what actually the industry. The industry has been defined a group of companies which broadly covers all the economic activity happening in a country to bring the growth. It also includes all the factors like production, transportation, trading, activity, and public utilities. The broad classification of industry would not be relevant for an investor who would like to ensure that he does not lose from the investment that he makes. Sometimes the industry is classified according to the nature of the companies, like for example the companies who are manufacturing certain products. So we can be classified based on the manufacturing, based on the type of the product, like say for example textile or cement or electrical products. Sugar industry, for example, we call sugar industry. What we will find in the sugar industry, all the companies who are manufacturing the sugar, the product sugar. So this classification which gives the investor some kind of headway that we can analyze the industry and we can find out whether the industry is profitable to make an investment or not. So that is the concept of the industry. Now what we are going to discuss is actually the industry analysis. If we don't understand what is industry, it becomes very difficult for us to analyze what actually we do in the industry analysis. So industry analysis is defined as an assessment tool designed to offer business entity a comprehensive idea about the complex nature of a specific industry. Dear learners, let me tell you, the industries differ from one industry to another industry. We cannot compare sugar industry with the steel industry. We can compare sugar company with another company, but we cannot compare with one industry to another industry. But we can analyze whether the industry is profitable or not for the investment or not. That can be done with the help of the industry analysis. It includes reviewing the market factors, political factors, and economic factors where the direct impact is there on the development of the industry. There are so many factors which are influencing an industry. All the industries are not performing well. Few industries may be performing well, few industries may not be performing well. So we have to find out what are the factors which has influenced the industry to perform well in the market or well in the economy. That's what we are going to do in the industry analysis. So in general we say industry analysis is a report. Industry analysis is a report which throws light on the economic health of the company, underlining the understanding of whether it will be beneficial for the stakeholders to invest in such a company and offering recommendations or corrective actions to take in case of any untoward developments in the company. Because the report comprises of everything. How many companies are there? Which are the top leaders in the industry? Industry trends, profitability of the industry. How is the competition in the industry? What are the factors influencing the industry? What is the impact of the external factors on the industry? What are the cons of the industry? What is the future outlook of the industry? Each and every element related to the industry, we can find that in the industry analysis report. Right? The second one, in the industry life cycle. Life cycle is a continuous process. I think in the marketing, you might have studied product life cycle. More or less, the industry life cycle is also resembles in the same way with the 4 different stages. The first stage, the pioneering stage, which was defined by Grodensky. According to him, he stated that whenever there is a new invention and the technological developments takes place in the industry, basically during this time, the investor will notice great increase the activity of the firm. So what will happen when there is a change due to the technological development which has taken place in the industry? Suddenly we will see there is a rise in the production. There will be a great demand for the product. So at this stage, the profits are very high as the technology is new. So the market competitive pressures keep on increasing with the entry of new firms, and the prices keep on declining, and then ultimately profits fall. At this stage, all firms compete with each other and only a few efficient firms left to run the business, and most of the firms are wiped out in the pioneering stage itself. The second important stage, the expansion stage. The efficient firms which we have seen in the market, right? We have seen some efficient companies which are operating in the industry. Though the prices begin to stabilize, but each firm finds a market for itself, and they try to develop new and its own strategy to sell and to maintain a position, because they want to maintain a position in the industry. Though there is a lot of competition, each firm is able to stand, and sometimes hooker they will sell the products and they make huge profits. So most of the times, as an investor point of view, we think that this is the best time to make an investment, right? Because profits are increasing, because the companies are concentrating more on the sales. Hooker cook, they have to sell the product and they have to make the profit. So stakeholders, they will be very much interested or investment to make in this particular stage. Another important stage is the stagnation stage. In this stage, the investor will find that although there is an increase in the sales, but this is not related to the profits earned by the company. Because profits are also there, but the growth in the firm is lower than it was in the previous stage, that is the expansion stage. So here, it that there is a loss of power and the company cannot expand. So the transition of the firm from the stage of maturity to the stage of stagnation is very slow, and after a long time, the internal management begins to realize that this stage of complemency. During this stage, most of the firms who have realized that the competitive nature of the industry and the arrival of the stagnation stage begin to change their course of action and start on a new venture. So investors should make a continuous evaluation of their investment, especially in this particular stage. Most of the times in the firms in which they have already received profits for a large number of years, so from past 5 to 10 years, they might have taken the profits and they might have reached the stagnation. For example, if we take from the telecom industry, Airtel and BSNL, the very old companies, whatever they have invested on the infrastructure, they might have taken back their investment. Now, whatever they are getting, it is considered as a profit. There are many reasons for a firm to come into this particular stage, whether it may be change in the social habits, or maybe the government regulation, or maybe the improved technology. We can see earlier we were not having 4G services, now we have the 4G services because improved technology. So which makes the company to withstand in the industry for a long period of time. Maybe the cost of the labor, because these factors are also some of the factors what we have discussed in the stagnation, the same factors which has caused the company to decline. Because suppose, so for example, improved technology is there. Suppose if the company has not upgraded their technology, they cannot compete with other company. So what will happen? They lose their profits. The same technology which helped the company from pioneering stage to the stagnation stage, the same technology the company has not upgraded, definitely the company will be in the declining stage. Cost of the labor, because due to the upgraded technology or reducing the cost of the production. But after some time, if you have not adopted the sophisticated technology, the cost of the production compared to other companies will be different and you cannot compete. So the factors, some of the factors what I have discussed or we have discussed in the previous stages are the same factors which is influencing the companies to be in the declining state. So what I want to say is, the growth of the industry has to be measured by the investor in terms of the gross national product and by measuring the growth rate of the industry. IT sector, what is the growth rate? Cement industry, what is the growth rate? Textile manufacturing sector, what is the growth rate? So through that, we can measure and the investor can take a decision whether the industry is performing well or not. It is not only the industry life cycle. It is not only the industry life cycle, but there are some other things in each stage. If we apply a particular strategy, definitely we can come out of that stage, and we can say at the stagnation stage we can take a reverse trend, and we can start growing in the industry once again. If you observe here, the same thing. So the company is in the stage of the development, the company is in the growth. Say all the companies, but here we are industry. Say if I take industry, so industry is in the development stage, industry is in the growth stage, industry is in the shakeout stage, maturity, and a decline. So trial by innovators. So here basically in the development stage, most of the times we will be doing as a trial and error basis. But everybody is not doing. Very few people are doing. Who are the competitors? They are doing growth, early adopters, increasing market penetration, because with the help of the new technology, they entered into the industry and they have targeted such a large base of customers where immediately they can penetrate into the market and they can cover the industry share. But here, so the possibility of entry of competitors are available. Shakeout. In this particular stage, what we can observe? Growing selectivity of purchase. Why? Because here there are so many competitors. Most of the competitors entered here. They will be given alternative products. You will observe. When we observe what is happening here, the customer has a choice to buy a product from a number of companies. It's not that only company is manufacturing the product. Because of the entry of the competitors, now what happened? There are too many manufacturers, and there is a good chance for the customer that he can choose which company he wants to buy. So decision making lies with the customer, where to buy, from whom he has to buy. In this particular stage, maturity stage, mass market, we observe replacement purchase. Yes, what they do? Replacement purchases. That means I bought a laptop, it is not working. After 6 months, what I will do? I will replace and I will buy new one. I am very loyal to one particular brand. I want to exchange that product and I want to buy, because I am the company is really good and the company is managing with the high standards. The quality of the product is really good, and I want to replace, or I want to exchange the product with the same brand. Collapse of the demand, because exit of some competitors. Emphasis is on the low cost, so price was buy one or buy two get one, buy four get two. Right? In terms of if we observe telecom, right? Daily 1 GB, 1.5 GB with unlimited call, and I'm looking at why, because certain industries, especially, they are in the declining stage. They are in the declining stage. So this particular thing, which we can, it looks like a product life cycle, but we even we can apply to the industry also. So here you can observe the buyers and competitors. So what will happen? Here you can see one which we consider this as a it's a growing stage, maturity stage, declining stage, or introduction stage. So now I will be discussing certain characteristics of the industry. What are the characteristics of the industry? Because each industry has its own and unique characteristics. As a financial analyst, as a technical analyst, as a management student, as a financial advisor, we have to review these unique features because it is a part of our industry analysis. The analysis of an industry which covers the structure and state of the competition in the industry, cost considerations and profitability, technology and research, long-term outlook. So let me discuss what is there in the structure and the state of the competition in the industry, like number of firms in the industry. In IT industry, how many firms? Thousands of firms are available in the IT industry because that matters. That talks about the structure, that talks about the state of the competition, how many competitors are there in the industry. For example, if I take chemical industry, Tata Chemicals is the leader. Very few competitors exist in the chemical industry. The size of the firm in terms of the sales and assets, and what we say. Suppose some industries are divided into sub-industries. Like for example, in the steel industry, we can observe that one. Steel industry companies which are making in broad scale. That means stainless steel used for manufacturing purpose, stainless steel used for industrial purpose, stainless steel used for household purpose. So I am dividing the industry based on the usage also. So that is also very important. And with relate to the competition, the pricing policy of the firms, what kind of pricing policy they are following, whether certain industries are following the leaders. Some companies are there, simply they will be following. If a major leader in the industry announces some promotional technique, even the other companies they apply the same promotional technique. Are the products of the industry relatively homogeneous or highly differentiated? If you observe, especially in the mobile phone, most of the times we observe the same features, but somewhere else they may differentiate. Suppose if the product is totally differentiated, then the product will be in the competitive product. We can observe that particular company who is giving tough competition in the industry. Domestic industries. How is domestic industries? What kind of competition they are giving to the domestic industries? Is there any foreign producers in the domestic market? Or sometimes we have to observe, is the industry is losing or gaining any competition with the foreign producers? So all these things we discuss in the structure and the state of the competition in the industry. So the second one, cost considerations and profitability. Generally, what we have to look for in the analysis is the intrinsic value. The intrinsic value of a security is determined by the profitability. So it's not that only we have to look at the profit, we have to look at the security's intrinsic value. So what are the factors that we have to consider? The cost factors, especially the increase of prices for the finished product, the labor cost per hour and the labor productivity, so control of the excess capacity, turnover of the invested capital, or requirement for a new capital. So these are what kind of measures we have to consider. One is most of the time we will be looking at the profit margin, but here we have to look at the gross profit margin, which is related to gross income, net profit margin, rate of return on equity, rate of return on total capital, because our objective is to measure the profitability of the industry. To measure the profitability of the industry, we have to apply the profitability ratio. What we have to apply? We have to apply the profitability indicator to study the industry. Then we will come to know whether the industry is in profit or not. Another one, technology and research. As I discussed, any change in the technology which is going to have a huge impact on the prospect of an industry. Earlier, we were not knowing about the 4G services. But who has introduced the 4G technology? Definitely, the company or that particular industry is going to gain lot of market in the industry. So in the technology of the industry, what are the factors that we have to understand, especially which are related to technology and research? Whether the technology of the industry is relatively stable or mature, or any new technology available. Whether the industry in India, whether these industries they have equipped with the upgraded technology or still they are on the lower end technology. That we have to analyze. Or any changes. Technologically, how industry has changed. And what is the percentage of sales growth because of this technology? Because of the technology, whether they have introduced any new product, that also we have to go to. And compared to the sales, how much capital that out of the profit, how much they are spending on the research. Why research? Because research leads to the innovation. Innovation leads to the development of the new product. When you develop new product and you launch new products in the market, definitely you will see the sale. So that is the point that we want to discuss in the industrial analysis. Long-term outlook, like predicting. As a financial advisor, we have to estimate the growth rate of the sales for the industry. We have to study the past 5 years, how it was. The next 5 years, how it will be. Growth rates of after taxes. Say in the next 5 years, what are the risks that industry will face? In the next 3 to 5 years, what is the future of the industry? So all these things we have to consider and we have to do the industry analysis. What I discussed, my points are not only the points. There are so many points we can consider and we can include in the industry analysis. What I discussed is the major indicators or major characteristics at the time of the analyzing an industry we have to go through. Yes? Thank you.